Hey you guys. Okay, quick. You see me wearing the same hoodie, but I took a shower. This is like my nightgown and it's long and it's warm because my apartment, like right now it's at 75 degrees and it's on heat and it's wintertime, and I'd prefer it being like on 85 degrees, but it doesn't do that now. If it was the summertime, I usually have my room on heat because I'd be cold. Count if the people who out there. So I have my apartment on heat now. If it gets really warm, like when I get out the shower or when I'm cooking something, I put it on cold air. But if it gets too cold, then I'll use like the fan. But you know, cold air in this small apartment is different from being in a big house and you got cold air. But being in a small space with cold air, it hit different. But some people like that. But like if it was summertime and I had the heat on and it's hot outside, it probably can reach up to 84, maybe 85 degrees. It never hit 90. But I think the temperature changes, like, since it's so cold outside. Like, if it was warmer outside and I had heat on, it'd probably be 80 degrees, up to 80 to 85 degrees in here. Like, on a hot day, it could touch 85. But I don't know if I ever seen it touch 85, but I've seen it touch, like, 84. I'm like, that's when it's, like, 100 degrees outside. But, today, I'm gonna talk about my day today. Then I'm gonna want to talk about something in my past, and I'm ashamed. Well, I'm gonna discuss it first, and then I'll go into detail. But the reason why I'm putting this on the edge of greatness, and I'm expressing to you guys about my past and stuff, because I was looking at my leg as an example. I'm gonna talk about my leg, then I'm gonna talk about my day, then I'm gonna go into what I want to tell you about my past. So if you want to skip ahead, you can. But I brought up my leg because I've been shot before. And I got this huge scar on my leg. Well, it's huge to me. One day I'll show it to you guys if y'all want to know. And maybe by that time it might be more faded. But right now it's prompt. Like, it's the skin complexion is lighter than my leg. Like, So, and I got like marks on my legs where they put the screws in where where they went into my leg. And then that's on my right leg. And on my left leg, I have like a bullet graze marks on my thigh. So I still have that. And then sometimes I have scars from when I was a kid and I was playing rowdy. I think if I have a daughter or a son, I'm going to tell them like, hey, but then again, I don't know. Cause those are memories, over the years, and some of your scars fade into nothingness and some of them just fade and you still see them. Like they're like little not birthmarks, but they're like marks. And I thought about like, those are like my scars from my past, and I gotta accept the clean skin with the bad skin. I can't just reject the bad skin, I gotta accept it, own up to my shit, and move on and become better, and just use the good and the bad to become a better influencer over somebody else in their life, a better teacher, a better mentor, a better student myself. So, because in order to be a teacher, you gotta be a student first. So this is just like my leg. Like, I gotta accept the good with the bad when it comes to my past. Whatever happens in the present or the future, I can't just ignore the bad and just look at ignore all the bad stuff that's happened, like my psychotic breaks or the bad things that I've done that nobody knows about, or that I just know about, that I gotta sleep with, So there are just things that I am ashamed of, or I just don't want to speak about. So I'm on here to tell you that I'm not perfect. And even when I do become big, and if you guys watch these videos, that's why they're here. Like, and people gonna be like, oh, she thinks she better than blah, 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 blah. I'm like, bro, if you come back, I'm not deleting no videos unless it's hindrance to somebody else, or something that it's just a bad call. Even if it hinders my brand or hinders me, but if I'm speaking my truth, I'm going to keep it on there. I'm not like right now I'm speaking my truth. I'm not about to, this is my YouTube channel. This is my journal. My journal, my healing journey. I talk it out so I can get it out. And to me, when I talk it out and I tell the truth, it's better than me sitting on here tell you a bunch of lies and kikiing with you. Like, life ain't real. Like I got skeletons in my closet just like the next person, but they not gonna have the balls enough to come on here and say they shit. They want to cover it up, and then when they get big, all that shit come and bite them in the butt. But see, even if they did cover it up, even if it comes out in the open, own up to it. Say you did your wrongs. Even if the people don't, even if the people reject you, know that God is the one that's not going to reject you. Admit your wrongs. Tell them you're wrong. So that's how I see it. Tell your wrongs, admit your wrongs, put your pride aside, even if, because the one who going to save you is God, Jesus, Law Almighty. He the one that died on the cross for everybody. Nobody else is going to sit on that cross and die for your ass. But Jesus, he sent his only son. So that's what I wanted to express first. But then I'm going to talk about my day. Then I'm going to go into what I want to admit. Now, if you want to skip to that part, you can. I don't care. But if you want to get into this, today, I already ate my food, my beans and rice. And I ate very little because rice has a lot of calories in it. Like, it's calorie dense. Like, the cup, I have jasmine rice, and 1/4 cup is 180 calories. So I was like, when you go to a Chinese restaurant and people, like, I can say Sticks in Kansas City because I've been there, and they give you all that rice, you eating like 1,000+ calories just with that rice. Because unless they use like some healthy ass rice, if they would say they was using jasmine rice, that's 180 per 1/4 a cup. So you eating about 1,000 calories when it just with the rice alone. And then you add the chicken with it, you add the veggies, the oil and stuff, the oil that they use, the veggies. And then I like sushi too, so I get the sushi, the rice, or the noodles. I'm eating like 1,500. I'm close to eating 2,000 calories with just that one meal. So I didn't know how rice, and then also the beans that I eat is 120 calories. So they're significantly less, but that's for like 1/4 as well. So that adds up quickly. Now vegetables are the ones that really don't have a lot of calories in them. And it depends on what you get. Because I've noticed like the canned vegetables that I have, because I'm not spending no money. I don't have a job. I'm tell you the truth, I'm depending on my mom a lot. So, but this is just a short stumble in the road because I'm applying to jobs in my field. So when I get back, I already know my plan. I'm gonna work a job until the end of 2026, and then 2027 I'm gonna be going off to college. I hope my employer don't see this video. Like, so you couldn't believe us? I'm gonna be like, I'm going to but and I plan to go to Full Sail so I can build my cartoons and the stuff that I plan to do with my life, because I have my reasons why I'm leaving. And also I want to get my education done in my 20s. So I'll be 26 when it's 2027. It'll take me 3 years to complete that degree. So I'll be 28, 26, 27, 28. I'll be 28, about to turn 29. So I'm reading the text message. I hope that don't show up I hope this text message don't show up in that video. I'm gonna have to look. It's on 8 minutes. I don't know. I hope it don't show, because then they gonna see the picture and know who my family is, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to delete that. I hope it don't show up in the video. If it do, shoot, I hope it don't show up in the video. But yeah, so that is my plan. So I hope my employer don't see that. But I've been texting people today about my graduation party, which is in June. So when June comes, I'm going to be having a new series, because the edge of greatness is, we are always at an edge of greatness in something in our life, and we don't realize it at that moment until we reach greatness. So the edge of greatness never stops. But I'm just going to have a new title of a series. So, if you are in your edge of greatness season, you go to these videos and you see me from day one, where I'm probably weighing 180 pounds. I'm getting out of depression. I'm getting back up. I'm fighting, and you see how I'm maneuvering, the things that I'm doing, like making this doing this YouTube channel, as my self-healing journey. And my YouTube is going to be about healing, growth, and all that. Like, so that's what you're gonna see on this YouTube channel. But yeah, you're gonna see that here. So you're gonna see that here. What else? You're gonna see that here. So today I ate, and I also have my smoothie from Nutrition Lane. So if you go to Pittsburgh or Pittsburgh, Kansas, go to Nutrition Lane. And if you need directions, if you know, just put it in the comments below, and I'll give you the information, or her Instagram, so you can find her. But Nutrition Lane in Pittsburgh, Kansas is owned by Miss Kathy. She sells bars. She even makes food. Shoot, she making gumbo. She has sausage, turkey sausage and chicken in it, and I'm about to try it tomorrow. She make chili. She make chicken chili, whatever it was called. I forgot which, but she had 4 different types of soups that she make in a crock pot, and I'm gonna get them recipes and make them myself. And she make breads and cinnamon rolls. Breads like lemon bread, pumpkin bread, brownies, cinnamon rolls. She make donuts like strawberry, chocolate. She got a lemon. I think she make gingerbread. She make coffee cake. She make this apple fritter or whatever you call it. It's not like an apple fritter, but it's like an apple thing. But she does that like around Christmas. She sells lemon berry swirl bread. She sells that. She sells a lot of different variety. And she do red velvet. She can do red velvet. If you want a healthy red velvet cake, she can do that. So, and it'll have frosting on it too. Shoot. So I don't know about the sprinkles, but it'll have everything else. And she sells like nutritious shakes and all that. So I get the Oreo with the coffee added into, like coffee, because it's in the morning. So it's like getting a meal plus coffee, and it's healthy. And I also had a lemon bar. So that was what I ate like around 10 o'clock, between 9:30 and 10. And then I just got done eating like about 15-20 minutes ago. And it was just beans and rice. You know, like I said, I'm eating the food that I have, and I have a measuring cup that Miss Kathy gave me. So I'm measuring out my foods, because like I said, my portion size, now that I look back and I was thinking about how much I was eating, I'm just like, because you gotta really read those portion sizes and how many calories are in food, like, and like how much sugar is in it. Even if they might not be calorie dense, but they might have tons of sugar in it. So I'm like really looking at or saturated fats or trans fats or sodium, anything, you know, that's not really, like, too much of it is not good for the body. So I ate that. My teacher canceled my class, so I missed class. I did go to therapy. I'm not going to discuss what happened in therapy, but I will say it was good. But I did learn that they have a $15 because first therapy was free for me. I don't know about anybody else, but therapy used to be free. But now they said last year, starting in June, that people have to pay a $15 copay. So instead of me having therapy every week like I wanted to, I just spaced it out to once a month. Because I said, if I had therapy once a week for $15, that'll be $15, $30, $45, $60. So that'd be $60 a month. I'd be owing $300-$400 by the time they got here. So I just spaced it to a month. So my next therapy will be, one will be in February, one will be in March, one will be in April. And I want one in May, so I can, you know, just meet back up with my therapist, you know, when I graduate, and say I made it, and we can have that discussion, and we can talk about what's my next steps. And then I'll have my therapy in May, and then in June I'm going to try to start therapy with somebody else. I want to stay consistent, and I'll just do it once a month by the end. So I have therapy once a month. So therapy was great. I want to continue it. And also, to make up for it, I will be meeting with one of my teachers at school. And you can do that too if you're in college, but with a teacher because he's my favorite teacher, and I can sit there and I can talk to him. So yeah, I can sit there and talk to him. So yeah, I can sit there and talk to him, and he's a good teacher. He's my photography teacher. He's my favorite teacher. photography. He teaches all type of photography. So if you go to Pittsburgh State and he's still a teacher, he knows who I'm talking about. So but yeah, I'll be meeting with him weekly, and I'm gonna be discussing my senior project on top of I will be discussing my senior project on top of discussing my senior project on top of discussing my mental health with him, and just making sure that, you know, the biggest thing I feel like when you're going through depression and psychotic breaks and stuff like that, or just mental health, the thing is, like, you gotta find a support group. Not everybody is gonna, because I've had people where I reached out in the beginning and I told them, and they told me, hey girl, I'm doing this right now, don't text me, pretty much. So everybody's not gonna understand your situation, but the people who do, pay attention to them. That's what I would say. So I'm paying attention to the people who are in my corner, and that's what my mom tells me. Don't let the people that don't want to be there, don't feel bothered. Just say bless you and just keep it moving. Focus on the people who are there for you, focus on the angels that God has sent for you. So, and maybe, you know, signing yourself up for a support group will help you. So, like, then you can be around people who are like-minded like you, who are going through the same thing. And I'm not saying staying there, I'm saying they're going through the same thing and they're pushing through the roof. They're not letting the roof collapse on them. You know what I mean? They're not letting themselves collapse on them. So that's what I think you should do in those situations. So after I had my class, and I had my web design class, and then I had my specialty graphics class, and then I went to the gym, and hold on a second, sorry, I keep pausing it, but at the gym, I did 30 minutes. Well, I didn't do 30 minutes. I do a mile. So I did 12 minutes, and then I did 10 minutes. I did 11 minutes. So I did 23 minutes, because that's what got me. I did 48 because I paused it, and then it had to restart back up. So I did 12 minutes first, and that got me to 48 miles, or 48, not miles, but like 40, I don't know. I need to figure that out, but the number got to 48. So then I did 52, and it got me. And then I could have been doing it wrong. I don't know, but I know I did 23 minutes, and I know I walked a mile or more, and I burned over 200 calories, which is the goal. And then I did yoga, and yoga was a workout, but I'm gonna keep doing it. But I'm gonna do yoga like once a week. Like, I'm trying to do things, I'm trying to be realistic with my schedule and stuff that I can continue on after Pitt State. These good things that I like doing. Like, I like doing yoga. I like doing therapy. You know, I like doing yoga. I like doing therapy. I like just having somebody to talk to. Like this, I like this is my personal therapy, you know. For me to and anybody, this is not a good idea, because it's people out there who want to see your downfall, or want to see pain, or don't even want to listen to you. I'm like, then why are they here? To write a bad comment? Okay, then I'll just keep moving. Like my mama said, focus on the people that do care, that are considerate. Don't focus on the negative, because you can focus on them, but if you just focus on the good. And then you're gonna bring up, what about, you talked about your past? I'm like, that's your past. That's different to me. That's personal to you. Other people and what they do and what they like and what they got going on, let them just keep pushing. If they don't, there's always gonna be somebody out there. Like I have a saying, for every one person that loves you, there's gonna be another that hates you. And it don't have to necessarily be love. It could be for every person that care about you, there's gonna be another person that just don't give a F. Like they don't care. So yeah, so I did therapy, I did yoga today, and I'm gonna be doing that once a week. And hopefully by the end, I would have lost the weight, and I'm doing excellent at yoga. And I'm gonna continue to do yoga, even if it's at home. I'll just follow videos, at home videos, until I can get back in the studio and just be around people who like-minded people who have the same goal to better themselves at yoga, to find relaxation, to exercise, anything they want to do. So yeah. So yeah, and I just discussed my graduation plans. So, okay, the thing that I wanted to get to. Now, my mama don't know this, and she'd be ashamed. And that's another thing is, I gotta get this out because I can't hold on to this. I'm not perfect, man. And my mom or somebody's gonna see this later, and they're gonna, accuse me. They're gonna be mad. They're gonna look at me differently, and now only one person knows a little bit, and that's Miss Kathy. And I'm able to open up to her about a lot of different things, but that I don't even tell my sister, because or my sister or just my mom or anybody, like, and some things, I don't even tell. It's just, I don't tell a lot of people, but okay. Let me go. During my depression, and then I'm gonna tell you what it stemmed from. During my depression, let me get, okay. Last year, I made a Tinder account, and it was another website named Huber. It started with H, and I don't know if I put myself as, I think, bisexual or a lesbian, and I was asking girls to have sex, sex, and no, I didn't want a relationship with them. I was bi-curious, and I'm putting that on here. I was bi-curious. I don't know if I was curious. I just wanted to know, and you be like, okay, Izzy, where did this stem from? Okay. My sophomore year, second semester, I never looked at girls, never. Not before, but my second semester of my sophomore year, okay, YouTube, hear me out. There was a girl, and she knows who she is. If she sees me, because I'm putting this out now before I get famous, and because I'm letting it all out. This is, at first I was gonna write about it, but I'm just like, get paid either way. But I met a girl named, she knows who she is now. I was working at her with Finishing Touch, and she was gay, and she let me see. We were friends and we were cool, and I didn't like her at first. And then, sorry about that noise. That's my washer and my dryer. And, in the end, I end up liking her. I don't know how it happened. And I don't know, maybe it's because she cared, I don't know. Because I've never looked at it. I've never. And you're like, you didn't look? I'm like, no. And she didn't like me. And I was okay with that. And I was like, okay, I thought we could just be friends and keep moving. She didn't even want to be friends with me. Now, when she saw me, when she got her car, because at that time I was waiting on my car from Miss Kathy. I saw her twice drive by me, and maybe been more, but I saw her twice, and she would wave, and unconsciously I just wave hi, but that's all she do. She didn't pull and say, hey, Izzy, let's go here. Hey, Izzy. So she didn't want to be bothered with me. She probably didn't want to be bothered with me because she felt that if, I liked her, that we couldn't be friends. But I would have been friends with her. I would have just moved on because unbeknownst to her, it was unknown to me. She thought when she saw me, she thought I was a slut, but I wasn't. That's just how I dress. Like, I like sweats, I like hoodies, and I like dreads. Well, when I had my dreads at that time. I like dreads more than sew-ins and wigs because it's my natural hair. And it's like braids to me, but they're forever. And I can wear it down, and I think you can have nice, cute personal hairstyles with it. And then once they reach a certain length, you can sometimes comb them out. And your hair can be long and thick if you take care of your dreads good. So, that was the first time, and it took me by surprise. But I wish, because I liked her as a friend too, like. And I wish we could have still been friends today. But if I saw her today, would I want to be friends with her? No. I would kind of want to move on now. Would I talk to her? I'd be like, hey, what's up? But I wouldn't, no. And I don't even know if I said, hey, what's up. Now, if she said, hey, what's up, I'd just say hi to her and keep it pushing. I wouldn't want it. No, because I guess it hurt more because I opened up about it to her and how she responded. Like, if we like those moments when she had a car and she's like, hey, Izzy, you good? Like, you need a ride somewhere? You know, because I've given her rides when I had my car, when I had a car at the time before it broke the F down. But I'm not saying she owed me anything. I'm just saying, like, I thought she was a friend, you know. But she might have been a friend. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know her side. She might have been a good friend and all that. But if I had to see her now, even if she was a billionaire, I wouldn't care. No. I think that's the thing with college. Like, when I close this chapter of my life, I don't think I'm gonna look back at these people. Unless during this semester, you know, I reconcile with people and we, you know, make bygones be bygones. There's a few people that I'm thinking about and they know who they are, that once Pittsburgh is over, like my professor, the people who were in my corner, I'm going to always remember them. But like people like the person I just mentioned, like no. Like, I don't, like, that's why I'm saying I'll say hi to her. I'll be cordial, but I wouldn't want to be friends. And it's not because, oh, she didn't like me. It's not because of that. It's because even though she didn't like me, she didn't even want to be friends. She didn't want to be cool. She didn't even want to hang out no more. She's like, we don't have to hang out outside to be friends. And I'm just like, okay, then why can't we can't hang out no more? She's like, no, we can't hang out. She basically said we can't hang out at all. Like, I can understand if you don't want to hang out like we were, but she didn't want to be bothered with me. And that really hurt because I just thought she was my friend, man. And I really liked her as a friend. Like, she seemed like she was like a good like a friend to rely on, friend that have your back. But, and I could be wrong. And then that's the thing, I could be wrong. I could have a completely different perspective, you know. But if she see this video, like, I'm sorry. The thing I'm sorry about is forever saying how I felt. Because I think if I didn't say that, we would have been cool. You know, I could have just let it pass and just kept it on. But then I'm not sorry at the same time, because then it just showed me the type of person she was. Right. Because what if it was a different issue that came up, and, you know, and she always used to say she didn't care. So I just didn't believe it. Like, when she used to say she didn't care about things, I used to think that, you know, maybe, you know, she was just joking, but she was literally saying, but just simple things. She was like, I don't care about that. I don't care about this. I don't care about that. I thought she did care deep down. She just didn't want to open up and all that. Like, open up. I'm not talking about to me. I'm talking about just things in general. She didn't want to open up to things in general. Like, and I don't remember those things because that was like 3 years ago. Yeah, that was a long time. Because it was close to 3 years ago. So just, but she was like, she'd always say for everything she said she didn't care. And I would be like, you do care. You just don't want to open up and accept those things because you're afraid that you're going to get hurt. And I would say that all the time. And she would just be silent. So I could be wrong. I could be right. I don't know. That's why I say I don't know her perspective. I don't know what happened, you know, but would I want to open those can of worms again? No, because right now I'm in another stage I'm in is I don't want to, dang, this video is 28 minutes long. I don't want to just let anybody into my life. Whether they are Christian, non-Christian, I don't care what your background is. I just noticed that every time I've let somebody into my life, I've been hurt by it. Whether it's long-term friends or short-term friends, it's just because you invest in it short. I invest. I don't know about you guys, but it hurts. And I bring that up to bring it back to when I was depressed, and I was asking because I was curious. Because I was like, maybe if I do this, I could see what it's like. Then I start even watching. When I met her, that's where it was the trigger. I start watching, looking at, you know, PORN, just trying to figure out, okay, so what am I interested in? And after that, I even got the next girl I'm gonna talk about. She know who she is. We went to the store in Joplin, and we went to and I bought a dildo, and I didn't like it. So I was like, I don't like this. I was just curious because I was like, I was seeing plastic dildos. I don't like dildos. I don't like dildos. I don't like vibrators. Nothing works. So I'm getting too personal. Ooh, let me go. Let me see back. Let me pop back. And no, I haven't slept with that many people. Like, if think of what's the first number? First number before 2. Then you know what it is. then you know my body count. But shoot, I was just curious. And then when I didn't like what I was doing, I deleted my account. And during my depression, I deleted my account. You know, and they'd be like, well, it's because they wasn't responding. I'm like, it wasn't because of no response. Like, I had somebody I was talking to that was in Pittsburgh, and I didn't have the best intention, because I didn't want to, I didn't want none of that. I didn't even want to be friends with the girl. I just wanted the experience. I just wanted to see what it was like. And, you know, and I don't know where my mind's at now. I don't know that when that happened, that's why I said, like, I wish, like, if the roles were reversed and, you know, in that situation with the first, you know, that was my sophomore year, my first semester during winter break. I wish that she would have sat down and she would have talked to me and said, hey, Izzy, do you, like, what's going on? Like, because, you know, and we would have had a talk, and I wanted to talk it out, like, to figure out where my head was at, because and right now, I'm confused because, like I said, my whole life, now I will say this. In middle school, I had a friend. She knows who she is. In middle school, middle school, because we was 8th grade. She knows who she is. And when we had a party at, this is the first time I think, I knew she was, I knew something wasn't right about her, but she was my friend, so I didn't care. But she went off to another school. And I don't say our friendship ended. I think I'd still be cool with her today. I don't have no problem. Like, I don't have no beef or no quarrels with her. She's a hella cool person. She know who she is. But when we was at a dance, she started touching my butt. And I was confused. I didn't even know, but did I like her? I didn't like her. I was just so confused. And I wish, even with her, I wish we could have talked about it, because I would have been like, but I would have been still cool with her, because she was real. To me at that time, she was real. You know, she was a real friend to me, so I would have accepted her and we would have been cool. But she moved schools, so I don't know how that friendship would have turned out. But she was cool. So that's what was my first exposure to anything like that. But during that time, I wasn't really checking for that. I wasn't looking for that. And so with this person that I met, it just confused me. I wish I had somebody her to talk to about, just try to figure out, because I mean, she was gay, and it's nice to, like, talk to people who do feel that way about, you know, to understand, do you really like that? Do you really like that? Or you just, do you know what you're asking for? You know what I mean? And I'm opening up to you guys, because I don't know. Do I like, but that's the thing. And I was trying to figure out, do I just like her dominant energy? That's what I was telling my cousin. My cousin knows about this situation. And I was like, do I like her dominant energy? Because I was just like, because I don't look at girls, but maybe it's because I liked her masculine energy. And I was just like, and they be like, well, she's a girl. How did she don't have masculine? But there's girls who, like, and in today's world, man, women can do all type of procedures and turn into a man. You wouldn't even know it unless they told you. But I was just like, and the girl, that's the thing, she was not that cute. Her hair was but that's why I said she wasn't the cutest thing walking. She wasn't like this, you know, she was not, and she might look different in the future, but, you know, in that moment she wasn't, you know. So I was just trying to understand, like, and in my phone, I have a voice memo for my own closure about that situation, because I was just trying to understand. I'm still trying to understand, and that's kind of why I made the Tinder and the whatever account, but I deleted my accounts. But if you see me on there 10 years from now, and that means I didn't delete it like I thought I did, but that's not me now. That's not me today, because I haven't been on that account in a minute. I don't even remember. I think it was October or November when I cut it off. No, it wasn't November. Probably, I don't know. I just deleted it, so it's gone now. I'm not doing that ever again. And I think another reason why I did it is because I was so deep in depression, and I don't know, and lonely, and thinking that XEX could solve my problems and my issues. And you're like, and why do you want to be friends with him? I just wasn't on that type of time. I was in the curious box. And then the next person that I think I genuinely liked, the person I genuinely liked, and I think that's another reason that it scared me. You want to know why it scared me? Because the relationship aspect. And I was just thinking about that I'm telling this to now, and she probably think and another thing I was scared, she probably didn't like me. So I was just like, it's gonna be, and I wanted to be friends. And we were, she knows we were friends freshman year. And that time, no, I did not like you. That's why I did not like you. Like, I was not looking at you. I was not. The dude I liked during that time. And then he turned up and he had well, one person told me he had some, she knows who she is because she saw me with the higgies on my neck when I was in my first grade. But back to the point, that was freshman year. But this was like junior year, before my psychotic break. So this was like, what, 3 years? This was, because the first semester was my first psychotic break. And I think what scared me about that, because I didn't go in liking her. I was liking somebody else. And then I was talking to her about who I liked. And she was like, oh, he like white girls. And then I met, who at the computer lab. I was not stalking him or trying to figure out. In that moment, I was just working on my assignments. In my head that night I met him, my head was hurting real bad. Because I was up working on assignments, going to work at night, doing all of this, that, and the third, jumping through hoops, doing the splits, cartwheel, all type of stuff. But, when I start liking her, and she will never see this video. By the time she sees this video, she probably don't even like me. So that's another reason. But I'm not open about this for her. I'm open up this about you to you guys. This is my past. Like, this is like my own personal closure. This is how, like, to be open and honest with people. But with her, let me go back to her. So I started liking her, and I told her, I think I told her in the computer lab, losing the computer lab, I like somebody. And I said, and she, and I was trying to tell her, but I couldn't. And at the same time, I started to think, like, we're women, society, relationships, marriage, Christianity, just in my Christianity. And that's what I kept thinking about. Like, I just wish I had somebody. I wish I could tell my mama about this, man. That's what I wanted to tell. Because the people at your church, they reject you. And that's why I said, when that first happened to me, my sophomore year, my first semester during winter break, I was like, I didn't understand. Well, it happened the next semester when I admitted my feelings, but I met her during, not the girl that I'm talking about now, but the first girl. But this second girl, I really did care. It's just, I had a lot. And that's why I went that night with the dude, and I did psychotic. And then that's not why I had a psychotic break. I had a psychotic break because of, and then when I got back, I was just like, is she still gonna be my friend? And after I tell her everything that I've done, so I just cut it off myself and stopped talking. And during my psychotic break, I blocked her and I deleted her number. So I was reaching out to other people, telling her, to tell me, I'm gonna have to delete that part. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna take that out. It's at 38 seconds. But to tell blank this, I have to delete that part. Cause I tell, yeah. So, but it's over now. She's getting married and I'm happy for her. And, cause she probably didn't like me no way. So it's just, I'm like a broken record. So, and then, and maybe, I don't know what I wish I could talk to people about these things, but, I'm talking about a Christian, but I'm talking about, I don't know what type of Christian, because that's the thing, because it wasn't like I was going in liking, this just hit me. And then now that I'm going through things that people in the LGBTQ community suffer from, especially, like, that was what, the first girl, she's like, she didn't believe in God because of who she was, and God didn't accept her, so she just rejected him. That was her biggest reason. So, like, I was just like, now when it happened to me, because, like, I didn't start liking her, I just was cool with her, the first girl. But now that it's happened to me, and I question sometimes, does God love me? Like, because I don't care about people loving me. At the end of the day, it's about, does God love me? And, but I did care about people because I cared about my mama. I cared about church people, and when they see this video, do I want a man? I do want a man. It's just, oh yeah, I want a man. I think about men, but it's like, why did that have to happen? But I appreciate the experience of all of it, because now I could see, like, when you experience something, you could see, I'm not talking about the whole struggle, but I can see the little bit of struggle. Just like, if it's out of 100%, I'll say 5 or 10%, because I don't know what LGBT people go through on a day in, day out basis. I just know from the few things, like the situation with the second girl, even though she probably didn't like me. And she said it. She said, hey, I'm not. She said that. She said, hey, I'm not. She said that, So, and that's another reason why I kind of backed off, because I was just like, I wanted to be friends, but I wish I could have been open with her, but I didn't want her to treat me like the first girl and cut it off. So I just slowly just drifted away, and, I drifted away. And no, it's not and you be like, oh, there's another girl around that time, but no, I did not like her. I supported her in her sport, but I did not like her. I saw her as a friend, but I never could. I saw her as a friend, but like, I saw her as a friend, but I didn't see her like that, I even texted her about the person, and she was like, hey, I got whatever, and I just left it alone. That's what I mean by sometimes you can reach out to people and you might not get the answer that you want, so you got to go to where you can really talk to somebody about your problem, because everybody's not going to respond the same way. You got to find your own closure, find your own breakthroughs, because nobody's going to break the door down for you, especially when you're depressed and going through it. Like, there's going to be some people that's going to break down, because when I was having my last psychotic break last year, Miss Kathy was at my door. She checked on me, so pay attention to those people too. But sometimes people don't get tired of checking on you and do this, and they gonna just let you do you until you're ready to step up and get back in the game. They're not gonna just baby you on the sideline forever. They gonna start playing the game, and they gonna be like, you want to come in or you don't want to come in? You want to sit on the sideline? Okay, girl, bye-bye. But I just open up to about this because one day my mom might see this video, or somebody might see this video, and they'll relate that they didn't tell their parents about, or their mom or their dad or whatever, or their grandparents or their church people, because that's what I said. I'm not saying I experienced 100%. I said like 5 or 10%, because I just experienced, I got like a slap on the wrist. I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but I got like a slap on the wrist where, gay people and people, LGBTQ, they get pulled apart. And then people who support them, they get called, are you gay? Are you LGBT? When you support them, so, and like I said, in middle school, I didn't mind that my friend at the time, I didn't care. Like, I was just I just wish we could have, before she had left, if I would have thought, now that I look back, I wish we would have sat down and we would have talked about it to get an understanding, and just moved on. I'll still be cool with her, But, at that time I was not looking. I was looking at dudes. I remember before we even went to high school, it was a group of girls, and we were all talking about, we gonna get a boyfriend in high school. We gonna get a boyfriend in high school. Who was talking about that? But I never got a boyfriend in high school. I've only had one, serious relationship. Yeah. Do I want a relationship now? No. I don't even want to. I don't want to, I have stopped masturbation. I don't want to feed into my lust. So no masturbation, no porn of any kind. No masturbation, no porn, no sex. And I don't even know if I'm waiting until married. I want to wait until I meet the right person, and I know for sure that they are the right person. And I don't know when that will happen. But, I just want to work on, like, right now, how I'm bettering myself. I want to create a routine. Like, I take showers in the morning and night like my sister do. Like, I want to participate in yoga in the long run. I want to be involved in my church Bible study. Like, even if there's a women's Bible study, I want to be in Bible study. I want to, have that relationship with God. And I just hope God, when Judgment Day come, like, I hope he still love me the same, despite everything that I've, done, whether it be to myself or to people. And I apologize greatly to anybody that I've hurt, and I've unintentionally or intentionally, So, yeah, this video is the longest video ever. But yeah, so I did that little Tinder thing. That's what I'm embarrassed about. Tinder and other things. So if you see that fish photo and years from now, I'm gonna be like, I mentioned that in my video. Right. Everybody be like, ooh, this is new to you. I'm like, I already talked about that. It's in a video. Go back to that video. Day 9, day 8, day 7, whatever. No, this is day 10. So go back to day 10. And you'll see everything. And if you got further questions, I'm not about to go back and dive deep. Unless I decide to talk about it in other videos, I'm not about to go back to it just because the people ask for it, I want to go back to it because I'm ready and willing to talk about it. Not because I'm being forced. So, yeah. But, yeah. So, yeah, I'm ready to move on. So once I graduate from Pittsburgh, I'm putting all this behind me. That's why it's on the edge of greatness. So, I'm putting all this behind me. All this stuff it's going to be a part of my past. Like, will I remember it? Will I own up to it? Yes. But, it's going to be just another chapter or another page in my storybook that you whether want to listen to it or not. And y'all might find flaws in my story that I didn't really think about. Like, what about this or that? And I'm not saying I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not perfect. So there might be some faults in here that I didn't even know or pick up on. Might call me out about it, and that maybe because I didn't think it through it clearly and say that. I'm just going off the dome. And there's other things that I'm ashamed of too, and I might express that, or I might not. I don't know. It's just when the time comes, the time comes. If it do happen, it do. It don't. It don't. So yeah. But I apologize to anybody that I hurt. So this is like an apology video. Yeah. So, and I don't even, that's the thing, I'm talking to a bunch of straight. I don't have to admit you, because I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for myself. And see, and you like, you lying. I'm like, nah. Because I'm not getting no views right now. I am not. So this is like I'm talking to myself. And that's what I do. I talk to myself. So this is like second nature to me. I'm just... one day you'll pick this video up and my mama might see this video like, Israel, why didn't you tell me? And I'm just going to be like, I didn't know how. I was still trying to figure myself out, like trying to figure out what the hell is going on in my mind. And I was still questioning before people, would my God, in heaven, would he accept me? I know he said, like, I'm not telling him to accept me with my, like, well, like, I'm not telling him I don't want to be there drenched in sin. I'm not saying, but I'm probably am drenched in sin. But I'm just saying, like, will God still love me? Because I still love God. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Like, and then my mom's like, well, if you love God, you obey him and all that. So this is the stuff I wish I could talk to people about, or talk to God about, and I can get a breakthrough through it. But this is the end of this video. I got to go back to 38 minutes and edit that name out, but they know who they are. If they want to talk, and that's another thing, if people from my past, they come up and they try to insert themselves, they can, but will I respond? No, because this is my closure. So I'm not about to entertain it because you waited till I got famous and now you want to speak on it. Where this video blew up, when you were literally here, your number was, now some people, like I said, I blocked, but like I also said, I reached out to other people that contacted them and that they could have reached out to me through. They could have, there's people that probably know where I stay because we stay in the same building. There's resources, there's ways. When you want to contact somebody, when you want to reach somebody, people be getting celebrity numbers because they so obsessed when you want to reach somebody, no matter how hell water, you're gonna find a way to get what you want, you know. So once this is over with, once I get, you know, take my final class in May, the edge of greatness is over, because I reached greatness. And it'll be another title to another series, and it'll just be storytelling and stuff of that nature. And if, you know, maybe one day I'll touch back on the story, but do I want to touch back? I kind of don't, like, you know, because when I'm 30 years old and I'm doing this video when I shot when I was 24 years old, do I want to touch on this story? I don't know. I think, you know, you was there with me. You should have asked when it was happening there. But if I'm 30, 35, 40, I don't know if I want to talk about it. I think I just want to talk about what's happening in those years and follow up within those years, but not I'm not gonna Kaylee. Who is Kaylee? I gotta check my stuff to see, but I'm gonna end this video. Bye.